welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today, going to do a couple of videos, first of which is going to be a quick resume of Celtic women's brilliant 9-0 win yesterday against Montrose in the SWPL. And the second video will be an attempt to round up all the Celtic transfer, loan, ins and outs and other rumours, which is an ever-changing feast of information, rumours and disinformation. So, first of which is a wee chat regarding the brilliant win by the Celtic Girls, 9-0 yesterday. Keeps them in second place, 3 points behind Rangers. Importantly, however, Celtic's goal difference is 4 better than Rangers. And so if we do manage to beat them in the next league fixture, that puts us top of the table. Also very importantly, we remain 5 points ahead of Glasgow City who are in third place, and an incredible 43 goals better in terms of goal difference over the Glasgow City team, who are the current champions. I watched the game itself live on BBC Scotland Sport on iPlayer, and it was a great game of football. Celtic were massively on top the whole game. Possession 78-22, 40 shots by Celtic to 2 by Montrose, 18 shots on target by Celtic, with none by Montrose, and the corners 11-2 in Celtic's favour. Celtic were able to bring back into the team Kelly Clark, the captain, who's been struggling with minor injury. She played the best part of an hour or so and looked back to her best. Also, Shane Menglu returned on the left, and she had an excellent first half, scoring the first goal and being a constant threat down the left side, and she was heavily involved with all the goals in the first half. So Celtic opened the scoring with a lovely curling shot from the edge of the box by Shane Menglu in the 4th minute. Shortly after, in the 13th, Amy Gallacher scored the first of her 2 goals. And then in the 23rd, Tiree Burchill, deputising for the injured Kit Leversky, scored the first of her 2 goals, with the first goal in the 23rd minute, and so 3-0 up at half-time. Shortly after half-time, in the 49th, Tiree Burchill again nicely interacting with Menglu and Amy Gallacher, and scoring another easy goal at the back post from 6 yards. Then there was a wonderful left foot strike by Colette Kavanagh in the 55th to put Celtic 5-0 up. Cross from the corner went to Colette Kavanagh at the back post, who from the left corner of the box, brilliant shot into the bottom corner, unsavable. Then nice goal by Kelly Clark with a flick header to go put Celtic 6-0 up from a very well delivered direct free kick by Amy Gallacher. Amy Gallacher herself added the 7th in the 77th minute. Lovely left foot cross by Colette Kavanagh to the front post and flicked in by Amy Gallacher. There was a wonderful sight in the 79th minute. Lucy Ashworth-Clifford came back from 15 months out with an anterior cruciate knee injury. It was absolutely wonderful to see the whole Celtic team giving Lucy a guard of honour onto the pitch. I was a wee bit confused when I saw Kelsey Docherty, the goalkeeper, Sydney Cummings, Chloe Craig and Caitlin Hayes all running up from our own box area to clap Lucy Ashworth-Clifford onto the pitch, but it was a really wonderful to see. Almost immediately, she was involved in a pretty tough challenge with the Montrose right fullback, but happily she survived that. Survived another couple of tackles and challenges as well, which was great to see. And she does look a very significant threat down the left side of the pitch. And she was actually involved in the ninth goal deep into injury time, which was practically the last kick of the ball. Lovely ball by Lucy Ashworth-Clifford to Amy Gallacher, who then laid it off to Murphy Agnew, who had an excellent first time finish and put Celtic 9-0 up with, as I said, the practical last kick of the ball. The eighth goal was Sydney Cummings' first league goal for Celtic. A little bit of a melee in the box after a corner, and Sydney Cummings had a very calm finish to put Celtic 8-0 up. She scored her first Celtic goal last week against Ayr, and it was great to see her scoring her first league goal yesterday for Celtic as well. And Celtic do actually have a lot of resources to cover our usual back three setup. And Sydney Cummings does seem a very capable deputy for Chloe Craig, Kelly Clark, and Caitlin Hayes at the back. And it does actually give Celtic the option, if they did choose to, against Rangers, to move one of those back three into central midfield, a bit more of a defensive position. And Sydney Cummings looks a very, very strong defender who is able to push forward and is very capable with the ball at her feet. Of course, today is the first day of Elena Sadiku, the new Celtic women's team manager. She takes over today from David Haley, who has been a caretaker. He's back to assistant manager at Celtic, and Elena Sadiku has rather a baptism of fire, as her first competitive game will be against Rangers in the Scottish Women's League Cup semis. Against Rangers, that's at Excelsior Stadium on Friday evening. A game that I'm going to be going to, and we'll try and do a report first thing on Saturday morning about the game, maybe even with some video footage depending on how well my camera systems work at the ground. I think Celtic certainly just need to keep going with how they are at the moment. They've got pretty much their full best 11 on the pitch, apart from Kit Lefersky, who ordinarily would have been up front with Amy Gallacher, although Kit has had a couple of injury problems. It is hoped that she will be back on the bench on Friday against Rangers, and an injection of her pace, ability to dribble and shoot might well actually be the what changes the game in Celtic's favour on Friday against Rangers, much as she did when she came on against Glasgow City in the quarter-finals, where she was a real difference maker. So, great afternoon for Celtic yesterday, 9-0 win, massive confidence boost, got a lot of their first team players back playing. We saw the return of Lucy on the left. I think she could be a very important player for Celtic for the rest of the season, alternating with Shen Menglu, Maria McInerney on the left. And I also think that she could equally operate more centrally alongside Shane Mengyu, Colette Kavanagh, Jenny Smith, Natalie Ross in the middle. And so I think it does give Celtic a lot of options on left side midfield and in central midfield going forward for the rest of the season, and also real impact makers and difference makers coming off the bench. So, just about finishes that wee roundup of the Celtic women's team game yesterday. Elena Sadiku, as I said, starts as manager, head coach today. She'll need to sort out the tactics and the lineup for Friday against Rangers, and also in conjunction with the rest of the coaching staff, work out whether they need to bring in any additional players in the last couple of weeks of this transfer window, either as transfers or loans. Possibly the only real position that Celtic need to strengthen might be an additional striker to back up Amy Gallacher, Kit Lefersky, and Murphy Agnew and Tiree Burchill. Tiree Burchill really is one of my favourite players alongside Kit Lefersky, and I think in Tiree Burchill, Celtic have got a real star of the future. And I can see her going from strength to strength, both for Celtic and Scotland in the long term. However, given Kit Lefersky's proneness to injury, I do wonder whether a loan deal similar to the Natasha Flint loan deal at the end of last season might be a good option for Celtic to cover the title run-in and the big games against Rangers and Glasgow City in League Cup, and the Women's League after the split in fixtures. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're a new viewer and have enjoyed the content, do click that like and subscribe button. And as always, very happy to see comments regarding the women's team, who I think deserves more and more coverage from the Celtic fan sites and actually from the official Celtic site as well. And so do feel free to pop your comments regarding the Celtic women's side into the comment section, and I'll do my best to reply as soon as I can. So for today, a goodbye and hail, hail.